Hey, what's up guys, CKid here, and today I want to share with you all the top 5 things that I would personally like to see the 2nd gen Pro model of the Nintendo Switch include that the current version is lacking. And after you guys finish watching this video, make sure you guys go ahead and drop me a comment below and let's talk about some of the things that you guys would like to see in the next version. So without further ado, let's talk. Hey, what's going on? This CKid, and I'm back with more hotness like a 3rd degree. Burn, you learn the words, embedded memory. I'm giving inside tech, it's like a secrecy. Now this is where I was, and this is where I will be. By showing love and likes in the comics, it's basic chemistry. It ain't just a thought, this is what I foresee. Now hit that subscribe button right now and make reality. Let's go. Alright, welcome back guys. Now although the Nintendo Switch, if you haven't guessed from my prior videos, which I will have linked in the description below, is one of, if not my favorite system since its inception last year. Now I'm literally on it guys like all of the time, but even though this system is my favorite, doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't come with some flaws, which I would love to see fixed in the coming 2nd gen model. Alright, so kicking it off, the first thing would have to be a better kickstand build. Now currently on the Switch, it comes with a single kickstand to hold up the screen portion of the console, but the problem is that the screen has a bit of weight to it, and with that kickstand being a poor plastic choice, it is not as reliable to hold up a $300 console without tipping over at times. So what I would personally like to see is for Nintendo to actually swap this out from the plastic kickstand to a metal kickstand build, and also for them to include a dual kickstand system. This would allow for the weight distribution to be distributed evenly, causing consumers like myself to not have to worry about it falling over while playing, which could cause some long-term internal and external damages to your Switch. Next would have to be in regards to the battery life. Now I would like to see a larger internal battery within the Nintendo Switch. Now currently the Switch is rocking a 4300 milliamp internal battery that will get you about 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. But when you're deep into games like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, then 2 hours just doesn't seem like enough time to be able to play on the system. Now, although you can get some external batteries like the one that I mentioned in my previous video from Bionic, which I'll have that linked in the description below if you guys want to check that out, but it can be a bit of a pain to have to plug an additional piece of hardware to your console, making it bulkier and heavier just so you can continue to play your games. So maybe bumping it up to somewhere around 10,000 milliamp battery, I think will be a nice bump up that would give us gamers about 6 to 8 hours of battery life versus the 2 to 3 hours that we currently have now. Now onto the docking system itself. Now the entire concept of having a docking system that just seamlessly switches from gameplay from big screen to Switch screen is amazing and works without a hiccup and is flawless. But I do wish the build quality of that docking system was not made of a cheap feeling plastic. Maybe if they offered a pro or premium model that has a metallic base that just feels a bit more premium would be a great addition to this gaming device. But I do also think it would be also a good move on Nintendo's part to still include a plastic dock model for those that may not want to shell out the extra bucks for the premium docking model, but at least give consumers the option before just giving us this cheap plastic filling Switch dock. But it does work very well, so I guess I can't complain too much. Next is in regards to the internal memory itself. Now the Switch is currently rocking a 32 gig hard drive that may seem like a lot, but as more high power games continue to come out on the Switch, this will fill up fairly quickly. Now for example, say you're someone like me who is now getting more and interested into digital games instead of buying the physical hard disk copy. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild requires at least 13.4 gigs of storage, so essentially with just one game downloaded digitally will take up almost half of your storage space. Now I do like the fact that the system would allow users to be able to expand that memory storage up to 2 terabytes in capacity, but 2 terabytes on a micro SDXC card does not currently exist, or even 1 terabyte for that matter. Now I believe the highest micro SDXC card that exists is 256 gigs of storage, but that price will set you back about 135 bucks. So I definitely recommend grabbing some external memory card to store your games. Plus this way, even if the system was to crash, you will always have your game stored separately. And stay tuned to my upcoming Nintendo Switch accessories for April video coming up very soon, where I show you guys the one that I personally purchased. So be on the lookout for that, because I have something very special to show you guys that I cannot wait to be able to share with you. So stay tuned for that. Matter of fact, if you guys are liking this video so far and like what you're seeing, now would be a good time to smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel, because as you guys know, there's always a giveaway on my Nintendo Switch videos. And the last thing that is a must for the upcoming 2nd gen Switch would have to be a better Joy-Con as far as connectivity goes. Now, am I a fan of the Joy-Cons? Absolutely. I think when they are working, they work great. But sometimes I do have some issues playing my Switch with the Joy-Cons when the system is docked due to loss of connectivity to the system via the Joy-Con controllers, which causes caused me to actually run out and grab my Pro Controller by Orts Gaming, as well as a Pro Controller from Nintendo itself, which never loses connection, and why I tend to lean more towards playing those on my system versus the Joy-Cons themselves, because my system is only about 5 to 7 feet away from me with nothing blocking in front of that, so I don't know what actually causing the signal not to reach the console. So Nintendo, if you guys are watching, let's get that fixed ASAP. Well guys, that's all I wanted to share with you all today. Like I mentioned earlier, tell me in the comments section what you guys would personally like to see in the next generation Nintendo Switch. Go ahead and drop me a comment below and let's talk about it. If you liked today's video, make sure you guys go ham on that like button, as well as click on that subscribe button so you guys can be a part of our journey to that next milestone, which is 10,000 subs. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.